Alright, welcome along to a new video. Now we're going to be talking about getting back in shape and getting yourself into that right mind space before you actually do this sort of thing. So for me, what I feel is the best option moving forward. If you're serious about trying this, please feel free to get into the comments, let me know how you're doing as we progress ahead in this journey. I have done it multiple times before, fallen off the wagon multiple times before, and just not kept at it. Even as bad a shape I'm in at the minute, I'm still probably in one of the best conditions in my life. Like, I at one point had like 2 or 3 chins where I've only got the one now. Still got a bit of extra weight on me, want to get that shifted. But the reason I failed in the past is because my motivation didn't lie with myself. It lay with other circumstances. I'm not going to get into real details in the whole thing, but it was always something external was the reason why I was doing it. I was doing it for someone else. Again, I'm not going to go too deep into that there, but what you need to do, and I think is the real thing that's going to keep you going, is to be actually incredibly selfish about it and do it for yourself and no one else. It's just the way that it should be done, and the only way it's going to keep me going is to just get my mindset and this is for me, no one else. I'm going to keep at it because a little bit of a backstory. And when I say backstory, I do mean backstory. I have a sketchy disc at the base of my spine. I've had major problems with it in the past. That was the reason why I piled on so much weight in the first place. I was in incredible shape back in my mid-20s. At one point, really thin, not overly muscular, but I looked good. I looked damn good back then. Hurt the back, and the first thing that you do in a back injury is to just stop. You can't move, you can't do the stuff that you used to do. You get super protective about the bad back, and you do everything you can to not make that injury worse. So that led to me sitting about, eating, and just not exercising whatsoever. I've got incredible strength in my legs from the workout I did, and when I was in the best shape, it was all in the legs. Got the legs of a rugby player, still do, but after the back injury, someone actually described it one time as like, you look like a rugby player from the waist down, but Jabba the Hutt from the waist up. So when I was with the personal trainer last year and a couple of years before that, I found that exercise, building the core, protected the spine, took the whole need for painkillers right out of the equation. Like, I've been clear of painkillers for a long time now, before I even went to the personal trainer, but that was the whole thing of going to the trainer at the time, was to learn how to deal with the pain through exercise. Now that I haven't been doing that for the last year, the pain is starting to slowly creep back in once again. So this is selfish, 100% selfish on my part, to actually get in shape now, to work with that pain, get it under control again, build the core, get my first ever 6-pack. Like, as I said, back in my early 20s, incredible shape, very thin, looked great, no 6-pack. That's the aim at this point here, moving forward. I'm going to get that bad boy, hopefully within the year, and if not, a year and a half. But yeah, I'm going to be going as hard as I can with this. Now, I'm not going to go back to the gym. I'm not going to go back to near any personal trainers at this point. I've got a setup here that I know I can use. I have the knowledge now to do it safely. That's the one thing I would recommend if you're in a similar boat. If you're dealing with a prior injury, it's always good to get someone with a good bit of experience in there to teach you how to do the thing properly before you actually get in there and do it yourself. So I've had that experience with the personal trainers, know how to do it, dealt with the pain. I know it's a thing that I know it's a goal I can achieve, but it's just keeping at it, getting going and sticking with it. So keep me accountable in the comments as well. If you see me slipping off and not doing these videos for a couple or 3 days, maybe a week, just say, here, big boy, where's the Get Fit videos? You know, so I'm going to need that from you if you are checking these videos out. But yeah, that's the motivation that you need to get into your dome before you start this sort of thing, is to do it for yourself and no one else. Because if you're doing it for someone else, or there's some outside thing that's driving you to do this, chances are you're going to fail. But don't ever feel guilty about getting incredibly selfish when it comes to your own health, physical health and mental health. Be selfish, work on it for your own good and no one else's.